then he
and let me borrow money.
Yeah. He asked
Where do you want to live? I'll just sleep on your couch.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone. Let me run away. And we're back. SGC here with frickin' Vulcan. 2 camera action. And this is the episode 2 of Road to Infinity. And joining us is the Incredible Hulk. Roar.
Smash!
Anyways, this movie brought to you by this team beside my face. Directed by Louis Leterrier, the dude that brought us the 2 Transporter films, Unleash with Jet Li, and then he goes on to do Clash of the Titans, and Now You See Me, so that guy. I actually don't remember if I saw this in the theaters. Like, I don't know what is wrong with my memory, but 2008, like, if you ask me, did you watch Dark Knight in the theaters? I'm pretty sure I did. Did you watch Iron Man? I'm pretty sure I did. Hulk? I don't know.
It's like you've taken a pill that, like,
I don't know, it's just like
kind of erase your memory.
But yeah, so as a first impression, again, I can't say anything. So how about you?
As a kid, I had a bigger impression watching Ang Lee's Hulk than this Incredible Hulk movie. To say anything good about it, I would say I enjoyed Edward Norton's as Edward Norton, because I like him in Fight Club. So Eli Roth, I like him as a character. He is the person with clear motivation through and through the story. He's this person with PTSD, like he's really trigger happy. Right off the bat, we saw like Edward Norton's character is on the run already. Like we don't really see like all the science shenanigans we saw in Ang Lee's Hulk. So like he could be anyone. Like he doesn't have to be a scientist or like an engineer. He can.
I think that would have been more compelling.
What?
If he was just like a lab rat.
Yeah, like it doesn't really matter because in this movie he is just a person on the run the whole time. Like at first he was hiding in some place in South America, which I really like, which I wish they could use more of that scenery.
Oh yeah,
or the
like
setting.
that chase scene was fun.
The chase scene was fun. For me, watching Iron Man and Hulk so close to each other, like for this review, I noticed like, oh, good storytelling, you know, at first, maybe for the first 5 minutes of the movie, you know the character's motivation. You know, like, oh, what he stands or where she stands. But in the Incredible Hulk, I don't see that. I only know that he's on the run. I'm being told that, oh, this happened to him.
Like you said, in Iron Man, how you hated narrative voiceovers.
Yes.
They did the whole origin in the opening credits. I noticed that rewatching it. I was like, wow, that should have been the first movie, but and that move.
And the reboot was so close to each other. Like Ang Lee's Hulk was in 2003, and this movie is 2008. So like some people would be like, oh, why are you making the same movie again? And to kind of set themselves apart from the first movie, they have to have this new story going on.
They should have just made me believe that, you know, Liv Tyler, and Norton's character were actually characters. Yeah. But no, you just throw me into like, oh, let me run away.
And we were forced to, not even forced, we were just kind of told that, oh, they have this thing going on. Like Norton,
yeah, there was no chemistry between them at all.
Like, her motivation to like him or to even go after him, it's like Hollywood, so like, yo, you can just take it as it is, you know, because they love each other and they're good looking, so please
don't question it.
Yeah, they love each other because they're so good looking, so please love them. Midway through the movie, he met up with Liv Tyler's character, and the whole movie just turned into...
let's run away together!
Yeah, it became like a Romeo and Juliet kind of love story. Well, like Beauty and the Beast, because he is the Beast.
Well, there's a lot of like, here, let me just tell you how we feel. There's a lot of telling, there's no showing. Yeah, I think rewatching it was... Like you were saying, like Tim Roth was great. His arc was like really great because it's just like
you can see his actual, like, even though he is a villain, that you can see passion from him.
Yeah, because he like round 3 or whatever, like he is really there to kick ass, and he's just disappointed in himself that he can't match that Hulk. I'm not gonna give up. That was a more compelling arc than
Norton's arc.
Yeah, like
sadly.
What was Bruce even doing the whole film? Or he tries to hook up with that
Latino girl in the beginning for no reason.
Like why? Because like they spend so much time with her in that scene, bullying, blah, blah, blah. I thought they would be, like, longer, but, like, boom, chase scene, boom, we're out of there. And it's just like, why? Like, just like, shh, shut up, shh, shh.
Yeah.
There's people with guns outside, shh, quiet.
See, the whole opening sequence would not have mattered until the point where they went into the factory where they were fighting the Hulk.
Yeah.
Like, if that movie started from there, it would have been just fine,
yeah.
as it is, too.
Yeah.
Even more compelling, because we don't know, oh, what's his figure? Like, we know it's Hulk, but, like, oh, what does Hulk look like in this movie, you know?
Yeah. I read where it was, like, Norton who wrote an alternate opening.
Yes.
Where apparently he tries to kill himself.
Okay.
But then the Hulks out, so he can't kill himself.
Oh, see, that would have been the way better story. Like, because we know his intention right away. He wants to get that virus or the demon out of him.
Yeah, because like in the movie when it starts, you're like, okay, well, he ran away.
Like, why is he running away?
Is he just doesn't want to get caught?
Yeah.
I mean, what? Yeah. So, okay, so enough about the rewatch.
You're bashing the movie really badly.
What is your favorite? What is your favorite scene?
Oh my gosh! So that was, I think, it was through like the second encounter he had with Hulk. He was just his normal self.
University.
Yeah, he's enhanced, but like he walked up to Hulk with his normal body.
Yeah, he gets kicked.
Hulk kicked him.
Yeah,
and then he flew. Like, I don't know how many yards.
That was such an awkward, like...
And then he landed, and then that was the moment when I noticed, oh, wow, like, even the villain has, you know, the bigger balls than the main character. So, Sam, what scene do you like about this movie?
I think I agree with your scene with Eli Roth. Like, the whole university sequence is really great. It's very cinematic, and it's, like... thematic as well, like when he's trapped in the glass like walkway and then they shoot like grenades in there and then he's like smoked out and he goes crazy. I really enjoy that, but I think memorable wise would have been the fight at the end, even though it's pretty like bad, but the fact that he uses like his moves, like his clap, and he's like Hulk smash. It's kind of dumb, but I feel like, oh wow, they actually did it.
There's actually some Hulk in there.
There's like some comicness. I mean, I think this film sort of fails because it takes itself way too seriously. But for some reason, Universal is still very, we're going to keep this IP. Like, I don't understand why they won't just give it back to Marvel. Or at least have a collaboration like Sony is doing with Spider-Man. So I don't know what's up with them. Like, why? Well, they're not doing anything with them. And I guess it's a tricky thing because it's not like... It expires.
What more you could do with Hulk though? Like, since they've talked about Hulk's origins already, or they also talk about like Hulk, you know, dealing with villains already, which is Abomination. Like, what more can you?
Oh yeah, Abomination. I call him Armageddon. Anyways.
Yeah, well, because Liv Tyler is in Armageddon, but.
Right. Well, I mean, like Ragnarok pulled out okay. Like, it was like a
because he's not the main character.
Yeah, that's true. So I think
because he's more of a sidekick character, that's we enjoyed him more because we don't have to deal with his backstory.
I mean, that's sort of the good part about how I'm not super into the comics. So when I watch these movies, I'm intrigued by whatever they do. Because I don't even know who's in the rogue gallery for Hulk. Because I mean, I know there's Red Hulk, Lady Hulk, She-Hulk, and Leader, and all that, and I don't really know anyone else. So, I mean, for me, I'll be totally down for a Hulk movie if it's like Mark Ruffalo or whatever. So, how about the rest of the cast? Like, I think we talked pretty much well enough about the cast. You got Tim Roth, the most memorable person, whereas everyone else is pretty blah.
Daddy, it's like, you know, not Daddy, like the leader, General
Ross.
General Ross is so just a general character.
Yeah.
That he's just a bad government person that we all hate.
And even Mr. Blue was boring.
Mr. Blue was just weird because at first we don't even know who that person is. First, I thought it was a Liv Tyler's character that he was communicating with.
Yeah, and I think watching this right after Iron Man, I was very disappointed with the tech. Like, it's like this mad scientist in his basement, like, oh, tinkering, and then like, oh, it's not working, let me hit it. It was so unbelievable, and whoever was the actor was just, I don't know, I feel like overall, besides Tim Roth, even our main dude,
He just
runs away.
And then
let me borrow money.
Yeah.
Where do you want to live? Yeah. I'll just sleep on your couch.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone. Let me run away.
Yeah. Basically, that's the whole movie.
Yeah.
Expect even at the end, he still runs away.
Story. On the other hand, I feel like
in case you haven't paid attention the past like 10 minutes,
there was a plot there.
Yeah.
Like there is things there, but it's just like how do you execute it? Like there's like a conflict in a sense, but like nothing was established. Like if you make it very basic, the story is about him running away.
Yeah. You
can write so much about that.
But they approach it with the most boring way possible.
Yeah.
Which is just him running away.
Yeah.
And not telling any story.
Yeah. It's like, where did he go?
Over there. Like, it would be very good as a video game because you get to interact with so many other like things. You either get to be him, like Edward Norton's character, like Bruce Banner's character, before he turned into the Hulk. So he's run away. Yeah. Make good use. Before reaching a checkpoint, you have to escape from this kind of thing, or like run away from this kind of.
This will be a quick time event.
Yeah.
The entire movie is a quick time event of jumping over boxes and slipping on everything.
Yeah.
It's just like, so much potential.
There's so much more with the Hulk character that you could do. And then I'm just really disappointed they went with the most shallow and boring way possible.
And then we got Mark Ruffalo
as the Hulk.
So I mean, it's funny. I was telling my buddy about doing this episode today, and he's like, "What? Incredible Hulk's not in the MCU." I'm like, "Yes, it is." He's like, "No, it isn't."
It is because of the end sequence.
They like shoehorned Tony Stark into it, and then
hey, General.
I'm glad they got Mark Ruffalo in, and then they finally know how to use Hulk properly, because he's like a side character and it's hard. When
I was reading like information on Wikipedia, it said that this movie got generally good reviews.
On Rotten Tomatoes, it has 67%, which is pretty high.
And I'm just glad that it is because how good Iron Man was that year, and people just talk about Iron Man. They stopped talking about this movie.
They forgot about it.
Yeah, I like how it's forgotten.
Anything that happened is like we don't talk about it,
and it should stay forgotten. That's why we should just kind of stop.
Wrap this up, and we talked way too long about this film already. Anyways, so we are done. Episode 2 of this not so incredible Hulk. So that is it. See you next time.